Now, just a caveat, me and BB were talking here after we thought we were done. He was kind of asking like, hey, I don't really roll, I used to wrestle, but I really want to know some ways to kind of like, if you got those hooks in on me and whatnot, how do I escape that? How do I get out? So again, I'm not an expert, but these are a few thoughts. So I'm gonna come, BB's gonna throw these hooks on. Now he's gonna try to get me. My main concern here is I want to prevent this arm from being able to crush my throat or choke me. I'm gonna tuck my chin real nice, and I'm gonna try to keep my hands in control of these arms, or this one arm specifically. I wanna just make sure that this is not gonna be able to choke me. My first concern. Second concern is gonna be these hooks. I'm gonna have to deal with them eventually. So what I can do is, one way of doing this is, see my leg here, I can start to straighten it. And with this elbow, I kind of press here. I'm not gonna, and I think that I can freaking do this all day because it's not about pressure points or anything. I've got adrenaline flowing, so does he. He's strong, I'm strong. We're not gonna be able to just pressure point this thing off. If he resists with the leg, go full force and resist with just the leg. Good luck, good freaking luck. But what we can do is use this in combination with this, straighten this, and start trying to push it over that leg. Now he's gonna wanna roll me, he's gonna wanna get me down on my belly this way. I don't wanna go that way. I wanna do just the opposite. So here, I straighten this knee completely, I bring it over him. I've got the overhook with my leg on his leg now. He's gonna wanna start rolling me this way. I need to resist because I need to go the other way. So what I'm gonna do is resist going this way. It's easier just to come this way, but if you'll notice here, I'll tap, apply that choke, I'll tap. So I need to go the other way, towards the foot that I'm trapping, towards this choking arm. Boom, I straighten it, I get eventually here. Now I'm gonna wanna roll into this arm, and I come down on him here, and like that. Now another thing, a caveat to that even, is so, hooks, boom, I'm able to resist him from choking me thusly far. I'm able to kind of straighten this and eventually work it down and resist going down this way. Now I'm able to, maybe I even post up here with this arm on the concrete, on the mat, and I just roll into it. Now I'm kind of set. Up here, I might just go into a cross face technique on the throat, nice and tight into him. Or potentially what I could do is like grab a hold of this leg, maybe I start going for like some kind of a straight ankle lock, tap when you feel it, boom. Again, with that though, it's really more of a sport thing. Notice here, I mean, technically it's more here, but a lot of times your foot will come here. Now try to grab my ankle. It becomes a big ankle grabbing match, so that can suck, but.
It's the worst grab.
Yeah, so.
By the way,
he's doing really well with this stuff. B-Bait did wrestle in high school, so he picks up on this stuff fast. I've noticed that guys who wrestled tend to really move up in rank a lot quicker than guys who never did. So that's kind of briefly. Now, one more thing that we were discussing, and he was actually saying, bro, like, I don't want to go full force on you. I'm strong, I've wrestled. Now, just briefly, and I'll tap when it gets too much, B-Bait, go full force. So that's a big thing. Once we're both trained in this whole, the finer points of grappling and everything, whoever's stronger and bigger is usually gonna win. No BS here. It's really the type of thing, BJJ and grappling in general, whoever kind of knows less has lesser of an advantage, even against a stronger, bigger opponent, right? You're always gonna hear that, BJJ, if you have good technique, you're gonna win against a stronger opponent, blah, blah, blah. I guess that's true if you really, really, really are good. But when you're both trained, if you guys have ever rolled or seen it, whoever has more muscular density, just bigger in general, more strength, they're gonna win. Not 10 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, 9 times out of 10. So that's a big thing to be concerned about. And that's another reason why I don't talk about this too much, but having a good, strength training program and all that is important. I remember my first match, my first actual grappling match, I had cut like a ridiculous amount of weight and stopped lifting. And I didn't do so well, and that's probably the reason, because I had no strength going in there. So strength is a big thing. It does play a big part. Obviously lifting, you can't directly translate it over to fighting, but the more strength and muscle and size you have, obviously the better fighter ultimately you will be, unless we are talking about like strictly boxing where you need to be lighter and whatnot. So that's just a couple of things to think about extra there for you. As far as escaping those hooks, you really want to go ahead and be able to straighten that knee, bring it over, get the overhook with the leg, and then turn away from the arm and turn into the elbow. Start trying to go here, then eventually you'll get kind of like be able to turn those tables in your favor. So, B-Bait, any more questions when it comes to like just some finer points?
No, I think you touched what I asked.
Thank you. I'm really good at what I do. Anyways, guys, listen, please remember that you are your first and last line of defense. We'll see you in the next video.